Hello, everyone. I will start with the introduction, then I will present the negotiation game scenario used in this work, then the conditions and the measures, and finally the results. Well, we know that companion robots will be more and more part of our daily life, and one of their main roles is to give us reminds about the activities to do. But we want that robots effectively, the users effectively do the actions or the tasks that the robots give us advice to do. For example, for elderly people, the robots can remind to take medications, and we want that the users don't ignore the robot but follow their advices. Or, for example, for calling some relatives, or another task that they use the robot and give the reminders. For these kind of situations, we need subtle persuasion on the robot. We propose the use of the psychology theory called the regulatory focus theory. This theory says that people have one of two kinds of inclinations on decision making that are called promotion focus or prevention focus. A promotion focus is for people that are more inclined to make risky decisions, while prevention focus are for people that are inclined to make safety decisions. Also, this theory says that these states can be induced, but a mismatch of these induced regulatory states can be counterproductive. Also, it says that it plays an important role in the interpersonal negotiations in our daily lives. And this theory started saying with the way that give the message is important for the negotiation. For example, if you say, oh, you need to do this and you will get this one, this can convey for a promotion focus. But also, if we say, oh, if you don't do this, then you will not get this. And after some years of research, the author of this theory realized that also this message can be conveyed by the way in which he gives the message by using wide gestures or narrow gestures, or speaking fast or speaking slow. Then we propose the negotiating, our case study is negotiating with a robot with behaviors based on the regulatory focus theory. For this, we use different robot behaviors for the regulatory focus, one for control behavior, one for promotion behavior, and one for prevention behavior. We use different gestures and varying the speed of the speech. Now, also, this is very important because this can be easily implemented with the robots that we have today. Also, we want to minimize user stress because if we match the behavior of the robot with the regulatory state, then the user will feel more comfortable on following the advice of the robot. And also, we want to increase the robot persuasiveness. Our hypotheses are that if we match the regulatory focus of the robot with the regulatory states of the participants, of the end users, then we'll give more concessions to the robot. And participants will be less stressed by matching the regulatory states. Then the negotiation game scenario was following a protocol developed in the psychology theory, which is a cooperative and competitive strategy, and was modified and used in the human-robot interactions, where the participants need to sell a mobile phone to a robot. It has 10 levels of features that are price, warranty, and services. And the robot speech has many phrases like, I consider that a better agreement should be, or something similar. And also the robot used automatic speech recognitions for some words like yes, no, level 1, level 2. And it followed a 3x2 submitting subjects design, where the robot followed the 3 conditions were control, promotion, and prevention behaviors, and the participants were divided accordingly to the regulatory states. In the control robot behavior, the behavior of the robot was no movement, and also the set of the speech was the default speed, 100%. And for the promotion behavior, there were 5 different behaviors where the robot used wide gestures, and the speed of the voice was set to 115% of the default speed. For the prevention robot behavior, it uses slow speech, set up to 58% of the default speed, and using narrow movement. The measures for the experiment were for negotiation, where the robot success buying the phone, the rounds expanded on the experiments that were set up at maximum of 6 rounds, the initial offer of the user, the final offer of the users, and the improvement of this offer. Also, there were some physiological data to measure user stress, like heart rate, respiration rate, blinking rate, and galvanic skin response. I can show you, where is it? Maybe it's not here. A small video of the interaction with the robot. Well, it doesn't have the sound, but there is the control condition. Then the robot is just doesn't have a movement. It has the full speed. Oops. And in the promotion behavior, it uses the wider gestures and also a speed faster. And in the fight down condition, it uses just only slow movements and a slow speech. Then the results showed that for hypothesis 1, participants in the promotion conditions matching the regulatory state with the behavior of the robot, all of them sold the phone to the promotion robot. Also, it can be seen in the graph. Also, they showed the highest offer of all groups. And for the hypothesis 2, this was also validated in a different way, because prevention participants wanted to be safe, and then they started with a very, very low offer for the robot. But at the end, they increased it the most as any other group, as it can be seen. They were the group F. They made the highest increase in the offer. And for the hypothesis 3, it was partially validated because it was showed only with prevention participants. They showed a lower heart rate. That means a lower stress on them with a prevention robot than with a prevention participant with a promotion robot. Well, we think this is important when designing behavior for companion robots, and also the future work is adapting the behavior of the robot to matching to the regulatory states of the end users. Thank you.